Alright, let's take a look at this. This is a DE question. Now, it is not conventional because most of the time your DE, you see, is like, you expect what to expect, right? You roughly know. If it's second order, you just you integrate twice. If it's not second order, then you do variable separable, and then if it's substitution, you do substitution, right? These are the things that we expect to happen. But not this, because this looks like, what the heck is this? You've got two equations, some more A and B. Wow, sounds very cheap. But then calm yourself down a little bit, read the question what you want. So there are two DE, and then you are supposed to solve A. Oh, okay lah, so solve one only. Understand? Okay, so solve. Okay, how to solve? Can we just integrate both sides or not? Anyone? Can I just integrate both sides? I ask you lah. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. I knew it. Oh, very good. The 作业 add more, very good. Okay, anyway, do you think you can just integrate both sides, get z? Cannot?
No, bring over 3 minus 2z.
Okay, very good. Everybody agrees? Then when can we integrate both sides? Integrate both sides very lame lah. O level kid this kind. Agree so pay attention to the with respect to. If you have respect to x, then it's x, then this is O level. O level kid also can solve DE, this is a DE what? Then they solve y equal to x cubed over 3, are you correct? So they are solving. But what O level kids cannot do is what you are so used to doing, this one. Understand? This one needs what we call variable separable. Everybody understand, right? So in case the A level try to be kind and then they give you a trick question, they change this to x, then all die, all go and do variable separable and do 乱七八糟. Agree? They give you easy, then you blur. So be careful, know your concepts well, alright? What you are learning and what is it that you are supposed to be doing. So you're right. We do the variable separable, and turn out this variable separable is not difficult at all. This 4 marks is chicken feed. But then again, you can get 4 marks. Everyone else can get 4 marks. Okay? Times 2 minus half. But there's 1 mark here that is, I think, can be quite interesting. Why? I think all of you put the mod, right? Okay, because we cannot ln 0, neither can we ln a negative number. So to make sure it's not negative, we put the mod safe. But now we know something, we know that z is less than 3 over 2. What does this do? Yeah, because it basically means that this nonsense will never ever be negative. Agree? Yes. So how do we say? So we can get rid of the mod already, alright? But you tell me, you suddenly just ignore the mod. I don't know lah, this is 4 marks. I will minus 1 mark from you. How come got mod, then suddenly no mod? Never explain why. Is it because you forgot?
You can just write mod all the way.
You just write mod all the way, also minus 1 mark. Because obviously it's positive already, what? Then you still mod.
Why is it positive again?
Because less than, I'm not convinced. Because z is less than 3 over 2. So you times 2, 2z less than 3, correct? Then you times negative 2z less than, wrong. Will be more than minus 3, correct? Then you plus 3 here, plus 3 there. Then it becomes 0 there. So confirm more than 0. But you don't need to prove lah. Nobody else you go and write all these, but this is to convince you. Alright, so the idea is this. You probably just write a statement there that says since. Anyway, the word since make you feel very, or rather make you look very knowledgeable like that. Since z is less than this, or even better, you write obviously z is less than this, 3z minus is positive. Like that. Then therefore, the mod disappears. Wow. You tell me lah, if you see 2 different scripts, one script got write this statement, the other script never write this statement, you will think that the fella don't know whether he knows or not, right? The mod just suddenly disappeared, don't know whether he knows or not. Okay? So the impression also different. But anyway, this is easy question, so let's get rid of this quickly. Don't waste time. Minus 2x minus 2c. Now, minus 2c you can change to d or e or g or z for all I care. No, not z. For any other letter for all I care. But I leave it as 2c first, okay? Equals to e to the power of this crap Okay, and of course at this moment you bring here, bring there, your z equals to half of 3 minus ae minus 2x, where a equals to e minus 2c. Better tell people what is your a, okay? Alright, don't pretend, don't think that people can read your mind lah. People can't read your mind. Can? Alright, so that's it. Hey, 4 marks, happy or not? But then again, the person next to you, in front of you, opposite you, behind you, everyone also can do lah. So nothing special lah. It doesn't change the bell curve by much. So the one that changed the bell curve is here lah. This one. This 4 marks at the back. Okay? This one will be the one that is going to filter out the A's. Alright, just like the complex number also, alright? That's not that stupid question. So a lot of people are going to get screwed because of all those weird questions. Alright, hence find y in terms. This one, some people see also blur. Okay, then they are, why is this joker, right? Then this dy dx equal to z. What the heck is this? Okay, so bad news is if you screw up your part 1, you're going to screw up your part 2 equally badly. Alright, you probably only get working marks, which is just 1 mark lah. So don't think so much. Your working mark is not worth a lot. Okay, so please don't screw up, especially this kind of part 1, part 2, part 3. You know you need your answers. Okay, so this is your dy dx, and this is now O level. Can or not? Please don't go and do what? Variable separable no need. Because multiply you immediately know this is O level. Okay, O level kid can do, you better know how to do. Alright, so y equals to 3 over 2x. Hold on, later I do too fast, anyhow do. Plus a over 4e minus 2x plus c. Don't use c anymore, use d. Everybody understand? No? Just integrate only. This integration is not even difficult. This is O-level kids integration like that. EAX over A, correct? This is linear power, alright? Linear power is chicken feet. Anyway, you can slowly do lah. Just because I rush for time, I do in one step, okay? But of course, if you slowly times in the half, then you slowly one by one go and do, okay lah, no problem. You end up with this answer one, okay? Just don't recycle the C, can? 2 marks. Wow, 6 already. Happy now. Okay, like use the result in part 2 to show this. Okay, anyway, wait. I want to next something. Now, just so you know lah. Do you notice that this equation, the way that it comes out, is actually just your normal DE question by substitution? It is actually just by substitution, don't you realize that? Okay, the substitute is this lah, the z equal this one. So normal, that means to say they can come up with a question. But this is the different presentation of a substitution question, that's all. Understand? So instead of telling you what to substitute to get to here, okay, instead of telling you what to substitute to get to here, they split into 2 equations for you. You understand? And by splitting these 2 equations for you and all, it's going to make a lot of people suddenly get intimidated. Understand? Okay? So what I want you to do is I want to train you to be brave. Understand? So you go for exam, don't worry. Understand? Everything is okay. You just need to know your concept very, very well. Okay? Okay, so it's actually integrate DE by substitution, just that they repackage it. Alright, part 3. Now part 3 says d2y dx squared. Common sense tell you one thing, right? Go and differentiate. Correct. Confirm must differentiate one. So even if you don't know what to do, you just go and differentiate. You get 1 mark first. Okay? So dy dx is 3 over 2 minus a over 2e minus I probably need to write this down. So I go and differentiate. Easy or not? Wow, quite easy leh, huh? So I get AE minus 2. Like that, this is my D2. Okay? So, D2, okay, equals to this. How is it equal to this? Do you see any light? Sub back in, correct, sub back in, that's all. So how do you sub back in, right? So that's the thing. So you probably just take a pencil, correct, scribble, right? So you write like this. Bring over, become dy dx, correct? Then times 2 throughout is equal to 3 minus 2 dy dx, correct? Hey, copy and paste, done. Wow, 3 marks eh. This is a bit generous. Okay, and then tell people what is your A and B, okay? Because they say A and B to be determined, so please, therefore, A equals to -2, B equals to 3, like that. Don't give them excuse for -1 mark for presentation or whatever not. Hey, like that 3 marks, you should feel very, very happy. But then again, the people in front of you, behind you, next to you, everyone also feel very happy. Okay, so let's take a look at part 4. Now, part 4 is where a lot of people get very worried when they see the word family of curve. What, brother, sister curve? I don't know what crap curve. Okay, so let's read. The result in part 2 represents a family of curves. What does it mean? I think I mentioned to you all before, right? Family of curve means, you know, you got this particular curve that you don't know how it looks like. Why you don't know how it looks like? Well, because you got arbitrary constant. Okay, arbitrary is another word for random. They are just random numbers. So you don't know what your this number is, and therefore for every number that you have, it becomes a different curve, right? Makes sense, So that's why it's. But all these different curves are called the member of the same family. So that's why they're called a family of curves. Okay. So how to do? Let's read and see what happened. Okay, 4 marks. This is the 4 marks that is going to differentiate A from B and B from C. Alright, some members of the curves are straight line. Huh? Really, man? How come? Do you agree or not? How is this a straight line to you? When A is 0 lah. Make sense? Okay, A is 0 and Y equal mx plus C. Okay, I understand what it means. Some members are straight line. I agree, because I think I can find many members. Write down the equation of 2 of these lines. Wow, this one is like those mental magic like that. Like they are trying to. So what do you think? What are the 2 lines? In fact, there are many answers. So A equals 0, D equals 0, cannot? Can. A equals 0, D equals 1, cannot? Can. A equals 0, D equal to 2, cannot? Can. Any one So you have infinite number of answers. Correct. You like 1 million, go ahead. 1,000, 10,000, whatever. You want minus also can. Get the idea? Alright, so any 2. But please don't try to be funny. Okay? Because they want you to write 2 out of the so many, and they are predicting that you will choose one that will be helpful for the next part. Let's read. Sketch one of the lines together with a non-linear member. So one of the lines, your lines, one of yours, that has your line as an asymptote. So every one of us got different choices, right? To go and get the 2 lines, right? But then, let me just ask you, what will be the line that you're thinking of, that you write down? Y equals to 3 over 2x plus what? Plus 0 you, plus 1 plus, then the other one? You got 2. Don't tell me 1 million lah. 1 million I don't think anyone will do lah. Crazy people, the person is crazy one. So usually people will put 0, right? And 1 lah. This is the most lame one, right? Nobody in the right mind will go and think of plus 1,000, minus 3 over 2, minus pi plus 1. What the crap, right? Get the idea? Nobody will do this. So in fact, if you try to be funny, I think you screw up yourself big time later. Okay? So this will be my choice also. It's a bit like mental magic. You know how mental magic works, right? They tell you something. Think of an animal that starts with the letter E. Quick, what is it? Animal start with letter E.
Elephant.
See? Everyone will think elephant. Country start with N. Country start with N. You think so long? Jialat. Netherlands or not bad lah. Normally.
Not normally, normally not country.
Normally people say Norway lah. Right. So it's like guessing, you know. So you roughly most of the time people will get this one lah. So 8 out of 10 right. Zimbabwe. But not many people will think of otherwise. You get what I mean? So that's the very interesting thing. Okay. Anyway, let's move on.
What other animals are you?
Interesting, This is mental magic for you. But anyway, can we don't talk? Come, let's talk about this. So these are our 2 lines. Okay. Now. The non-linear member, which one? Die lah. Which non-linear member? So many leh. How What do you think? Of course, I think one of the most important thing that all of us know what to do is go to our GC, right? Help, please, help. Come, let's take a look. What do you think you'll do? Just go and sketch this out, right? Okay, come, let's try. 1.5x plus. What do you put A as? Just say out your guess, like just say out what you think, quick. I want to see whether the mental magic will work. Huh? She said 1. Who agrees with her? Everyone will put 1, right? Who in the right mind will go and put A as minus 10? Nobody, right? So everyone put 1. So I'll pretend A is 1. Can. No problem. You weird lah, you. Okay? So, actually doesn't matter one lah. To be honest, it doesn't matter. Later I show you why. Okay? Then we move on. Then how about D? Well, if I were you, I'll think of D being 0. Don't care. You know why? Because it doesn't affect the shape of the graph. D is just a translation up and down only, alright? You put minus 10 later, you cannot see inside the graph. Correct? Then you put minus 100, then you cannot see, right? So you probably just put it at 0. Then you graph it. Then you check this out. You gotta check. What happened to my GC? How come it takes so long? Okay. Okay, right? Curve what? Okay lah, non-linear happy, right? Okay, then we're supposed to draw this. But we're supposed to make sure that one of our lines becomes the asymptote, no? So now you think, you really got to think a bit harder. Then go like, what the shit, man? There's no asymptote, what? There seems to be an oblique asymptote, right? Oblique, not horizontal, not vertical, right? 细料 lah, like that how? So how do you know that your oblique asymptote equation is which one? Correct. So what you do in exam, what do you think you do? Quick. The whole idea is to make you get used to exam. I anyhow draw because I don't even know whether it got cut in the x-axis. Got cut. So what do you think you do? You suspect is this or this? Which one? No lah, the 3/2, the plus one die already. Plus 1 will be here. Correct. Y intercept. So it will be the one cut through origin. Alright, it makes sense, right? Look like it. Okay, if you cannot, you zoom. Okay, but anyway, since you suspect, right? You know what I do? Go to GC lah. Everything GC.
Should it be lower?
Like
the asymptote will be lower since it touches the thing.
If you put minus 1, I think it will be a little bit too far, Just
check
for intercept.
Won't intercept. That's the thing lah. I will suspect this lah because you see, this is my choice, right?
Yeah, but
so I'll suspect this.
Isn't it?
I tell you, this question
at
is
the origin.
just screw up a lot of students. Yeah, your origin. Okay, let's try. Looks like a symptom. Wow, it takes so long. Okay.
You just try calculating the intercept. The intercept is not here.
Correct. Then waste time what? Like that got GC even faster. Ew, shit, man.
See?
But that's the idea of asymptote, what, right? Asymptote is that they will look very close to each other.
It's on top of each other.
Looks like, but how can they be on top of each other? Because one is a line, the other one is a curve. So you need to analyze things also, right? So let's take a look at this. Quick, people, quick, I don't waste time. Because I think all of you very tired already. So if you rewrite your equation of the curve, it looks like this. Okay? The idea is this. Now people pay attention. As your x becomes very big, 2x becomes very, very big. Correct? And if you have e to the power of very, very big is super duper big. Alright? Super duper big times 4 is ultimate big. So this a, whatever a is, divided by this ultimate big number is going to be as good as 0. In other words, your y will tend towards 3/2x. Correct, when it becomes 0, then like that lah. So then this becomes the asymptote law. Okay, but then you see, Mr. Ang, I plot this out. Then I go and check the table. I want to see that they actually get very close to each other. 3.00, 3, correct. 3.5, 4.5, correct, right? But they overlap leh. You think they overlap or not? Correct, your GC give up lah. Really, your GC give up telling you that they are so close, okay? How you know? You can double confirm. How you double confirm? Go to graph. Okay, what was the value just now that we saw? That was this one 5 or 6 whatever 6 we try 6, okay? So you go to your graph and then you go key in the number value 6. Okay, for the blue graph. Then 9.00 something, wow, it's not really equal to 9. Understand? But your straight line will be die equal to 9. Agree? Because when x equals to 6, it's 9. But this is not equal to 9, but it's so close to 9, it's almost 9. Get the idea? No? Okay? So therefore for our curve, which is this one, right? The oblique asymptote will be this. I shan't attempt to draw lah, whether it looks super ugly or whatever lah, okay? But this is our non-linear member, and therefore this is my line that is the asymptote of this non-linear member.
So like you don't need to draw the asymptote, we just go see when x equals
Hey, what
very,
nonsense!
very
You need to draw
large.
lah.
No, I mean like
Question ask you
you
to draw, right?
don't deduce based on the graph, but then like you deduce based on like when your x
Yes and no,
big.
yes and no. Not all the time it is. Not all the time it is possible. So say something like that. Okay, happy? Another question. Will everyone have the same answer or not? What if I try to be funny and I get my curve? I say I let A be 1 and D be 1.
A plus 1.
Wow, so clever. Huh? So if I have 1 then how? Then the asymptote of course will be plus 1. That's right. So this D and this D come hand in hand. Okay, but this one will screw up the next thing so don't try to be funny when put in minus 2.5 or whatever crap number. You think normal. Okay? Can? Any questions?